we live? Yep, I think we're live. Who have we got? Hello, Newcastle, Ramshot. How are you, man? You good? Looking to break 42,000 imminently. It's already done that today. Well, I've got it here. Let's talk about it. Let's have a talk about it. Covered this on Sunday's video. And I've actually drew this line. Potentially this could play out, go sideways for a bit. But it's decided to rally. And as you said, we're at 42,000. What was the peak today? Let's see. Yeah, you're right, Dave. We were above 42,000. Incredible. Some rally on the Bitcoin. That is for sure. Let's just give it a second. Let people catch up with us here. We'll get going in a moment. I got a new camera, but I don't know why I can't connect it through OBS, so I'm still playing about with that and hopefully get that sorted soon. So I want to have a look at the pre-markets here. These are the risers, and I think earlier on in the Discord I was saying about the good old days in 2019 and 2020 when you used to go to these riser lists and every day it'd just be 100, 200, 50, whatever percent up massively, but now they're a bit more normal. You know, your big riser today is Brixmore Property Group, not even 5%. It's crazy. So these are your risers today. None of them jumping out at me, and nothing worth noting, in my opinion. These are your laggers, so the ones that are going down. But again, nothing major, nothing too major. In percentage terms, some pretty bad ones here. First Republic Bank. So we talked about the banks, and there's another thing I've seen today. Wells Fargo CEO warns of severance costs of nearly 1 billion in the fourth quarter. I mean, that's freaking scary. What's happened with First Republic then? For that kind of sell off, it's got to be bad. I mean, that's a huge sell off. But what we've seen with Silicon Valley and all that is that the government in the US are going to step in to fund these banks. They do not want the likes of '08 happening again. And that's why I think when we were so fearful of the big stock market crash, that mightn't play out like you thought. If the banks are going to step in and prop everything up and continually do that, then that might not happen. And we've also seen with the mortgage and home owners, the defaults are coming more and more often now. But what you're finding is that you're actually getting the banks are sort of propping up the homeowners. So it's all just a house of cards at the moment. It does feel like it will unravel, but with inflation increasing, you know, people are thinking house prices are going to go back to 2019, 2020, sort of in the worst case scenario. But I just don't even think that will happen. I think house prices are continually going up. Obviously, speaking from the UK's perspective as well, with Brexit, the sort of people are moving their money into property, and it seems to be the UK is their target destination at the moment. So it is interesting that you see the likes of these banks starting to sell off. I don't know what way the banking situation will go. No one knows. That's the truth. But there's a lot of well, there's two sides to every coin, I suppose. But for me, I could see it not being a total collapse in the housing market. Time will tell. Most active stocks today then is Pfizer, HP, Palantir. So Palantir, everyone knows about them. It looks to be a red day for them, but there's a lot of activity. Look at the volume here, 1.16 million. HP, 5.56 million. Wow, that's a serious amount of trading. I wouldn't mind actually having a look at Palantir. I used to hold shares in Palantir. Let's just have a look at what they're doing before we continue looking at Bitcoin. And how is everyone anyway? He's all good. There's six of us here watching, so we're doing well. It's nice. But yes, thank you for tuning in, whoever you all are. Dave, only yourself is communicated. Is everything okay sound wise? By the way, I'm just assuming it's okay, but it might not be. Hi, And if there's any charts anybody's interested in looking at, feel free to do it. My plan is to be on this for another probably 30 minutes till about 3 p.m. So doing the opening bell, any charts you want me to look at, ping them in. We'll get a look at it here. Let's see about Palantir. So in my opinion, 2024, I just don't think there's going to be much movement in growth stocks. I think there will be huge swings and huge opportunities from time to time, but these highs of sort of February 21, loads of Nasdaq, loads of growth stocks seeing those crazy prices. I don't think you'll see those prices anytime soon, and I'm talking for the next 3, 4, 5 years. I think those days are long gone, and I don't even think these types of levels are going to be in the foreseeable. Anyone that thinks that Palantir is going to be around $29 or something, I don't think that's going to be the case. I can see it going kind of sideways, but look, from the lows to the highs, we've seen 174%, and that's not unlike a lot of growth stocks. There's been some serious rises. Let's have a look at Matterport, which is an AI play that I'm invested in for the construction side of things, for the real estate side of things. It's been a horror show, though, absolute horror show, but it's a long hold of mine. Look at this. It's scary. It's scary how much it's all fell down. But let's have a look. So we do have a falling wedge. We've slightly broke out of it. The target is around $7 odd, which would be lovely. My average price is about 6.4, something like that. So I've quite a bit to go on it. No, it wouldn't be. Hold on, I'll check. I'm actually interested. It can't be because I'm down about 30% on it. So that can't be right. Full transparency, I'll show you. Let's see. So this is my hodl, and it's been friggin' brutal. My average price is 417. So this is my hodl account. Can you see that? No shame. No shame, guys. I'll full transparent. So I about $4,000 cash out right now, down about 2-3. The hodl accounts not looking too good. Thank God the long term ETF and swing trading accounts are looking good, because the hodl accounts generally are brutal. But this will be interesting to see if this plays out for sure. Let's have a look at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin also has had a tremendous year. 2023 has been phenomenal for the Bitcoin. Definitely slipped under most people's radars. But my Discord members and I have been keeping a close eye on it. And we all know that 2024 is going to be a huge year for Bitcoin, in my opinion. From the lows to the highs, you have seen, oh no, that can't be right. Sorry, scrap it out. From the lows to the highs, you have seen Bitcoin roughly in about, a year, go up 160+%. Outstanding. And you can see here from I have the premium version of TradingView now, which does you all these mad indicators, but you can see all these falling wedges. But you can see 1, 2, 3 falling wedges here. They all hit, but this one probably didn't really hit. It hit over time. But look at these ones. Perfect. This one, perfect. So it'll be interesting to see what way it goes. For me, I'm looking at the MACD here. It's showing more upside. Now, yes, the RSI is massively oversold, but when we strip this back, we talked about the RSI being in this bought territory, and what happened? Well, back here, it rallied. It rallied for quite a bit of time, actually. It rallied for 47 days. So we were in this overbought territory for quite a substantial amount of time. And if we actually strip this back, say go back 5 years, let's see if we can find, look at that falling wedge. That's a big one. Let's see if we go back to this crazy bull run here and try and find something similar. Look at this period. Okay. How long a tank to times this? 189 days. So that's a long time for it to be in this overbought territory. And if you were, say you got to this area and you went, right, I'm going to sell everything, that's me done. Well, in that period of time, you would have missed out on like 280% being fearful. That's why I'm saying, look at the MACD. MACD still shows room here. You wouldn't be selling this. If anyone's in the trading course will know there's a few things we look for. This would be one indication to say sell, but that's why you look at the other things. MACD, no, nowhere near ready to sell on the MACD. This is on the weekly chart, by the way. So something similar, maybe. we're in that overbought territory. But look, MACD still time to go. So would it be out of the realms of possibility that that continues on over the next month, and we bust out of this? We bust out of this channel. Because what I was saying in the Discord was this was sort of, go back to the day chart. The Bitcoin is strip this out. Sorry. Yeah, I drew this line because if we go back on Bitcoin, you can kind of see here touched. Oh, touched, went down, took a while to break through. Once it broke through, it acted, fell through like butter, but it kind of has always touch, 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 touch again, touch again, touch, touch. It's just been touching. So it's fair to say, in my opinion, this. But if we turn on the volume indicator, and I also have this lovely volume thing. Where is it? This gives you an indication of where the big buyers are. Needless to say, everybody and their granny was that wasn't fearful, was buying all around these levels. These levels previously, this is when everybody and your granny was talking about it. Once it gets to that stage where it's all media, everyone's talking about it. You're in the local shops, you're in the bar, and everyone's going, "Oh, I gotta buy that Bitcoin." That's not the stage. Nobody's talking about Bitcoin. No one's talking about crypto. That don't know about crypto. It's as simple as that. People are still very, very scared of it. They're worried about it. They're not thinking about it. So there's huge opportunities, and because of the lack of volume, this will go like, if it gets above this level, I think that'll be it. I think it will rip. Now, obviously, you're going to be looking at what, roughly say, give or take. You can never be too tight with these things. You're probably looking at a rip to about 50. So from what, 42, from sort of this level we're at now to roughly about 50. I can't see how, God, do I even say it? This side of Christmas, if we break out properly and get a rip, yeah, I think this side of Christmas we'll see that 20%. Failing that, I would suspect definitely by the end of January we'll see that, and then the halving happens. All bets are off. Will we see new highs in the next 6 months? Quite possibly, but you will be looking at these sort of levels then as your next support. So we'll watch this space. We'll see where we can go. But yeah, 40 to 50, 50 to 60 is got to be the jumps. And I would be stunned if we don't see that in the next few months. So how many have we got? 7 of us now? Okay. So Dave, what I was saying, as usual, the big banks won't be allowed to fail, but the small people will be crushed. The working class will always pay for the sins of the rich. Amen, brother. Neo Goo pre-market, off decent earnings. Oh, Christ, I've missed the opening bell. Didn't get to it. Too busy rambling on. So this was the pre-markets. But let's see how the markets have actually opened then. Everything was red in the pre-markets, by the way. Considerably red by, quarter to 0.5%. And the markets now are opened. Stocks fall for a second day as the market rally stalls. Not good. Now Russell's doing all right, but the Nasdaq's down, and the S&P 500 and Nasdaq. So let's get tore into the SPX, Bubba. Okay, so we've been drawing all this mental stuff before, but we'll go to real time in a moment, because I think with this package I can also go to the second. I'm nearly sure I can go to the second view. So the idea was get above this and bounce. I felt, a bit of a bounce, a bit of a cool off, and the reason being, if we pull this out, unlike the Bitcoin chart, you can see, okay, we're oversold. Definitely a time to be taking profits if you're in this. However, unlike the Bitcoin, the MACD is starting to cross. And if we strip this down to 4 hour, you'll see it's crossed. So we're starting to sell off, but it's a healthy sell off that's required. And if we look at this, the volume indicators, you can see not a lot of people having confidence at around these levels for it to push on. So they're not buying huge amounts. It's definitely a lot lower compared to these levels. So bit of a sell off. Let's see if we can go down to the 1 second on this bad boy. Like I said, everything I should be able to do now on TradingView. So I'm still getting used to it. Wow. Let's have a look. Jesus, the 1 second. The 1 second. I mean, there's people that trade the 1 second charts. It's just ludicrous. I mean, how would you how would you trade it? Now, I'm not gonna lie, I've traded the 1 minute many times. But I think those good days are gone as well. But what you would really do here is you'd be just trading it, and just like what we talk about on the day chart and the 4 hour chart, it's the exact same, except from you've only 1 minute for something to change, and a big sell off can happen in one candlestick, and you're screwed. So I don't recommend trading on the day chart, or sorry, the 1 minute chart, but it could be a cheap thrill if you're interested in those types of things. Wow, yeah, SMP. Let's see, we'll flip it to the 1 second. Yeah. Buying pressure, usually when it sells off for so long, and then the buying pressure comes in, and that's maybe where you could go, right? We're getting a few greens here, like now. Look, there's a candle, look, there's a chart. Let's see if this plays out, will we? Woo! And just like that, the 1 second, gone. That's why you don't play about with 1 seconds. People are mental for playing about with 1 second. But look, we broke out. Surprisingly, there you go. But you're still, there you go. So if you were playing that, look at that strength. Look at the strength coming back in here. This is your target. Will it hit it? It's hit it. Done. There's your target. So if you were in that trade for the crazy second that it was, and if you bought it as soon as that came on, you would have picked up 0.3%. Juicy. And obviously, the people that are playing on the 1 second tend to do a bit of leveraging and all. Scary stuff. Too much for my liking. What have we got? We've got oh, sorry, Neo. Don't have a look at Neo. Okay. Um, Davey away, no problem. We'll have a quick look at Neo. What have we got? CPT Scarlet. I mentioned Triple E last time. It's going good. If you want to look at that again, how this stupid little heart thing's in the way. How high do you think it could go? Let's have a look at it. We'll have a quick look at Neo here. Just oh, hi, it is going well. Why wasn't that on the risers list? I don't know what risers list I was looking at. 8%. Well, there you go, Dave. If you're still there, my man. Lovely falling wedge here. You've just broke out of it. So in theory, Neo could be looking at a 45% rise if this is anything to go by. And Jesus, all time lows. But let's have a look at the history. That didn't play out. That one, nearly played out. That didn't play out. This one didn't play out. This one did play out. Oh, I just noticed the ones that go green played out. There you go. Yeah, I mean, he was rock bottom. I mean, no China tensions. My thoughts on it, but for a swing trade, I'm gonna go in. I'm in on Neo. I'm with you. I'm with you. Let's do it. Let's go. I'll get the triple E in a second. Let me just buy some Neo. I sold some of my TLT today. By the way, TLT, I'll bring that up before I do anything. Because TLT is my 20-year bonds that I love. I've been in a lovely trade on this for a while. Although this target thing's playing out. Well, that's on the day chart, sorry. Yeah. Kind of caught this nice. Didn't catch this full drop, but I did buy in and around these levels. 7%. I actually only got about 10 or 3 times leverage, but still. Nice trade. Let's see here. Okay. Neo. Okay, so I'm going to use eToro here for this purchase. So what Neo's saying at 788 right now. It's at 785 on eToro, 786. So I'm going to go 2 times leverage on this bad boy, and I'm going to buy now. And there you go. Share your trade. 784 is what I got there. Pray to God now. Okay, so Neo, what am I going to do? I'm not going to be greedy based on that over previous, especially with being 2 times leveraged. I'm going to add alert to here and let me know, baby, because I will be taking profits. But I will be holding this for a while, potentially, because I'll be like to get what? Jesus, man, you could be getting, if you're 2 times leveraged, you could be even picking up 20%, 40%. Let me just pick that up there. Let me see, even kind of closer to there, top of this list line here. See this, what I'm looking at? I never do these things too greedy, especially things I don't want to hold long. So that kind of level, $9. Actually, I'm just going to do that on my phone now. I'm going to set an order to sell at $9. If we get there, it could all end in tears. But let's go to $2. So that's going to say 28%. So we'll go with that. 28%, 2 times leverage. Lovely jubbly. Okay, sorry, Triple E. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3. Empire Metals. Lovely jubbly. Well, look at the difference here on the falling wedges. There's your hit rate. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Every falling wedge is hit on that treat. 100% on that one. 53 on that one. This is just if you're playing these falling wedges. Jesus, 184% on that one. Here, if you've been in this for a while, you're doing well. Jesus. So in less than a year. Wow. But what is the driving force behind this? I don't know nothing about it. I've never even heard of it, I don't think. So you reset the chart here. Okay, I don't even want to look at the MACD RSI. No volume. No one's buying here. Massively overbought, and it's starting to come down. I'd say on the 4-hour chart, that's already crossed. Yeah. I wouldn't touch it, personally speaking now. I'd be well out of that. Definitely CPT Scarlet. If you're in this, I got in a 2p holding to £2. Well, if you've got in a 2p, Christ almighty, what are we at here? So this is 10th. So what do you got in? Jesus, you got in around these levels, like sort of thing. You could have told me. You could have told me that there was something worth getting in on. That's lovely. That's a nice trade. Yeah, look, if you're holding from that length of time, no matter what the sell off is, Jesus, even if it fell down to 6, which you could do. Let's see. Let's try and see. I mean, it's definitely what is this? Is this on the AIM market? What is Empire's LSE? So the AIM market, I assume. Non-energy minerals, precious metals. Is it lithium? Is it a lithium play? Copper Gold Company. Okay. Look, commodities are hot. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Gold is flying. My gold ETF has just been outstanding to the point where I'm like, I want to sell, but fundamentally, I believe that we're getting a rotation to the likes of Bitcoin, gold, commodities. I think just safe havens. It was 0.5 last time I said here. It's over double. Sorry, mustn't have been listening. But I'm planning to do a lot more of these live trades, sort of live streams in the coming days. Try and pick live trades with you. So I've done Neo today. I'll let you know in the Discord. Obviously, if I close that trade out, but never mind that. Hopefully, we'll keep it going. I'm just going to keep focusing on the day chart. So we'll go back to Neo here, will we? Just to show you what I'm looking for. So we know what we're looking for on the day chart. Now, from a trading point of view, bit flat, not a lot happening in the RSI, the MACD, not a lot happening here. Wow, Neo's sold off like really badly. Let's see. Yeah, so there's been a pump and then there's been a dump on this because at one stage we were up 8%. And I got and now it sold off like 5%. Brutal. But as you know, I trade day charts. So I've opened it up on the day chart here. This is, if we put on the trading strategy, let's see. So we do have a buy symbol, a sell symbol that came on. So the buy symbol has not come on. So this will need to close above these averages really for it to be a solid buy. But I'm going to play this falling wedge purely because why not? For a laugh. We'll see where we go. But look, this is a bear market that the Neo is in. We're well below the 200-day moving average. So Neo stinking. But anyway, what's happening? 7 of us now watching. We're going live. 7. Shout out to the 7 people that are watching. This is you've discovered something pretty special here. We've got 8 people watching now. The momentum's gaining. Word must be spreading. you don't want to be missing this. You don't want to be missing this. See the information you're getting here? Outstanding. Outstanding. Um, that's a lovely trade. Empire Metals. Wow, 100,000. Sorry, 1,000%. Jesus, well done again. Phenomenal. Neo, that is brutal. Brutal. So I'll just tell you what I'm down. Bear in mind, I'm 2 times leveraged. Let's see here. So as you can see, down 10% on that trade. Usually 10% is my top out. So just like that, down. But like I said, we opened this on the day chart, so we'll play the day chart. We'll see what the rest of the day brings. But let's have a look at the actual major indices then. We have 9 people watching. Can we get double digits? Hey, 6G. What's happening? Are you good, my brother? If we can get 10, I'll do something really special. If we can get 10 people watching, something really special. Nasdaq's pulling back, guys. Nearly green here. Nearly green. That'll be good for Neo. Come on, Neo. Let's go. 4%. Let's pull this down to the 1 second chart. What has been happening on Neo? Huge sell off on the 1 second the whole way down. But look at this. It's rallying. Oh no, it's selling off again. The 1 second. Is anybody actually trading on the 1 second? I don't even know how you can blink in 1 second without missing something. Need this to push on. Stinking. Absolutely stinking. But yeah, you could definitely be making money on that. That's my Forex. Where's my crypto? Well, that's not crypto. That's gold. Bit of a sell off in gold. Ethereum. I haven't looked at Ethereum on the channel, but let's have a look. Because Ethereum, it's my other one. I love my Bitcoin and I love my Ethereum. And I think it was Dave. Are you still there, Dave? No. I think Dave was saying, they did the BTC, Bitcoin ETF. What you're seeing on the Bitcoin rally is just more institutions getting involved in it. And obviously the halving around the corner, but it's getting the excitement at a low level going again. Ethereum's going to be the exact same. I have money in Bitcoin and Ethereum for the long hold. I do have a little bit in Shiba. That was for the laugh. I don't expect that to do much. And I did have some in Doge. Oh, that was cool the way the wee Doge guy came out there. I did have some in Dogecoin, but rubbish. The main ones are that was back in the good old days, but the main ones are Bitcoin for me. This is my watch list. Let's have a look. So Neo is up to 4% now, starting to push. Good. Apple just doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. Tesla, it was green. These were all red at the pre-market. So yeah, the markets have turned around. Let's see if we flip it to the 5-minute chart. You'll see. Yeah, there's a little Tesla trade that is potentially on. If anybody's interested in Tesla, I love Tesla. So what is this we've got here? The falling wedge. Let's turn off some of this stuff because it's gone a bit mental with the indications. Okay. So there's your target on this, the falling wedge dream. I think this will hit potentially because we only needed to go what 2%. Don't know. Indices are turning around. The Nasdaq really wants to go red or green. Sorry, really wants to go green. There's our gold. Slightly red or green still. That's good. Crypto, see, flat, but Bitcoin still rallying over 42,000. I opened up a trade, put it in my Discord that I opened up. I was waiting for it, went in. Let's see where we're at with that now. Yeah, so I'm green. I'm up about 1% on the Bitcoin dream now from that trade that I opened. So that, yeah, hopefully that just pushes on now. My Neo trade, I am down 6%. I am 2 times leveraged. So let's hopefully see Neo push on. But it is on the day chart I'm looking at, so I'm happy enough for that. All good. Siege 6G. Good, man. Okay, guys. I think that's the opening bell. Looks to be trying. Come on, Nasdaq. So close. 0.1. It wants to. It really does want to. S&P, but these are what's driving it, by the way. See these indices, the likes of Apple, Tesla, Nvidia, look, all having green days. Google, all the big boys are having green days. Let's scroll down to the red days, and what's red? It's all these growth plays. Look at this. It's not coincidence that you see growth plays all selling off. And that's the general board. I could do TA here for you if you want. I mean, I'm in Teladoc for an AI medical play. I mean, look at this chart. Just sell off, and they're all like that. Look at PayPal, identical. Beyond Meat, identical. It doesn't matter. I haven't looked at any of these charts and some of these in long time, but they're all the same. They're all the same. You see that? You're all here. Plug. Big dream here on plug. I wouldn't go near that falling wedge for sure. But isn't it crazy? Everyone thinks this market or the ARBK. I'm sorry. I think that's just mind blowing how the whole market is identical. Everything was high in February 21 and it's just all sold off. Well, I'm at applied materials slightly different, but generally speaking, well, it's not really the same thing anyway. Yeah, generally speaking, just all February 21 massively sold off. Crazy, crazy. Um, and it's all those NASDAQ growth plays. They're all gone. And then even your more staples, yeah, not as good, but still a sell off. And then you flip it to the big boys, which is like Amazon. Okay, down a bit, but not too far off. Nvidia is obviously skyrocketing based on the AI and the chip shortages and stuff. Tesla has sold off a bit, but it's starting to rally. And then Apple just keeps going. It doesn't know what else to do but go up. Apple, incredible. But the big sell off, there's the big crash. It's got to come for Apple for me. That's the only time I'll say we've reached the proper crash. Apple needs to massively sell off. And I suppose if you're to strip it in, you know, is a 30% in one of the biggest players in the game, Apple, twice. Is that a sell off? Is that a crash? Could be. Could be. Time will tell. Time will tell. There's a lot to unravel. Interest rates, all the craziness is still to all play out. People are only coming out of their mortgages now into these new rates. We'll have to see. So I need UKR or the Ukraine war over so I can sell my Avras. I bought it a couple of hours before they were suspended. Oh, damn. That's brutal. Hopefully you don't have much in them, man. We don't trade real money. Everything's paper money on this channel. But yeah, that's good. Listen, appreciate everybody tuning in there. I'm going to go. It's 3 o'clock almost. I just wanted to bring in the opening bell with you. Thanks for tuning in. And I will catch you all in the next live stream. Peace. And this takes a while for me to disconnect. Can't remember to do it. Cheers.